Hello, welcome to Monster Trophy Whitetails TV. I'm your host, Dr. Jimmy Steger.
And I'm Brandy Anderson.
This week, we're up here in the heart of Amish country, Millersburg, Ohio, at Backcountry Outfitters, hunting big whitetail. And guess who's up? Brandy. Brandy's on a muzzleloader hunt, so stay tuned. Is that all you got?
I'm just testing you out.
You think you got what it takes? Get in. Here, put that on.
Welcome to Monster Trophy Whitetails. This week, we're up in Millersburg, Ohio, Backcountry Outfitters. It's early gun season, and we're going out looking for a big buck.
Now, Brandy and I were headed out for an opening hunt that morning. Saw this buck. Seemed to be a nice deer in the edge of this field. We froze for a little bit just to make sure it was a decent deer. We took a few more steps, and of course it didn't take long. That deer was out of there, so we was headed down to an opening stand that morning.
We're out here. It's our first morning out up here in Millersburg, Backcountry Outfitters. It's late November, and it is cold. It's every bit of 20 degrees right now. Great weather for deer hunting. It's a beautiful morning. Overlooking a hillside with a big creek at the bottom running through here. Deer's gotta be starting this morning. It's too cold not to.
Now, Brandy set up in the stand for about 3 or 4 hours this morning. It was a great location. Just totally amazed that after sitting here this length of time, we didn't see any type of deer activity. So Brandy was ready to pack up and move to another location.
We've been sitting up in the stand for the last couple hours this morning. We haven't seen anything in here. But man, it is cold. I'm gonna get down and walk a little bit and see if we can't find some deer.
Stay tuned. We'll be back with more Monster Trophy Whitetails TV in just a moment.
This portion of Monster Trophy Whitetails is brought to you by Bodyguard. Diatime scent suppression is the real deal. Dylan Blinds. Your hunt for quality is over. drsteger.net. World leader in naturopathy. Modern Web Studios. Web design, hosting, and graphic design. Firefly. Hunt the wind with Firefly. TNT Archery. Change the way you hunt. Whitetail Magic. We grow bigger bucks. X Factor Outdoor Products. Be dead silent. Herd Guard. Attract and hold deer in your area.
Hello, I'm Dr. Jimmy Steger from Monster Trophy Whitetails TV.
And I'm Brandy Anderson.
If you're serious about hunting monster trophy whitetails like we do each week on national TV, make sure you order your Bodyguard 360 scent suppression system today. Complete line of products designed to help you keep from getting busted when you go out in the woods. Make sure you order yours today.
Bodyguard360.com.
Welcome back to the show. In case you're just now joining us, Brandy Anderson, our co-host, is up here in Millersburg, Ohio, hunting big whitetail on a muzzleloader hunt. Let's get right back to that.
Been sitting up on this ridge for a couple hours this morning. We seen it was a small lake down in the creek bed. That's all it's come through it though. It is so cold. Get out here and see if we can find something else. These deer gotta be moving. It's too cold to be bedded.
Now we sat on this ridge for a couple hours and didn't see anything but a little small lake down on the bottom. But as we was headed out of the woods to go get some lunch, we looked out and Brandy was ahead of me and she saw this great buck headed across the field.
We're going to lunch.
Yeah, we didn't see anything the rest of the afternoon. A couple of small bucks from a distance. We saw some does and we saw a nice big buck all across this ridge. We really didn't see anything else different. So that was the end of our first day. Wake up the next morning and go at it again.
Don't forget to check out our website, teammtw.com. Follow us on Twitter and like us on Facebook.
This portion of Monster Trophy Whitetails is brought to you by Mossback Game Calls, the last thing they'll ever hear. Phaser, the ultimate choice in DVR recording eyewear. Lone Wolf, your silent partner. Keys, cutting edge hunting packs and camo. Superlight boots, don't sweat it because you shouldn't have to. Paracord, the paracord specialist. TrueFire, products more archers trust. Tree Spider harnesses, the new world of tree stand safety. Herd Guard, attract and hold deer in your area.
Okay kids, if you want a nice chest, try these. These are called perfect push-ups. That's how you do it. I'm Jimmy Steger. See you next week.
So we're heading out to a box blind this morning. It's on the other side of this property and we gotta cut through this field to get to it. It's cold this morning. Everything is still. It's like nothing's moving.
Brandy and I took off walking across this field. We had a pretty good hump to get to where we're going. We decided to set up on this ridge probably about 1,000 yards away. But I told her let's just walk the glass down these bottoms before we get to them, because a lot of times these bucks will be down there and you'll get surprised. So we walked across this big field, did some glass in here. We loved the glass. Headed across this bottom, and we got across this bottom. We started across this creek bed, and as we started across this creek bed, we didn't have a whole lot further to go. So we got set up for a different hunt this afternoon. Great day.
Sit up on this ridge, and this bog's blowing out here for a little while this morning. Let's see if anything comes in. We just got set up in this box blind, overlooking. Got a ridge behind us, and then a flat timber area in front of us. We got a creek running down behind us. Seen some good rubs coming in this morning, and we've seen some heavily traveled deer trails in front of us here. But just gonna hang tight and hopefully see some deer. Check out the doe. She's about 150 yards off, but they're feeding. There's something I just seen a minute ago.
Now Brandy spotted this deer from a distance. She has great vision for deer, and that's what makes her such a great hunter in general. However, we saw this deer, and probably shortly after, we noticed something out of the corner of our eyes. We saw some activity. It looked like we may have some more deer coming our way, which is great. Brandy got really excited about that, and trying to find a nice shooter buck. Great property, great hills. We're sitting up top of this ravine, and we saw some does start coming towards us. So we just sat tight. Hopefully, maybe a buck or a mature shooter deer would be following these deer, because they were coming directly towards us, about 100 yards off. So we just sat tight and waited.
There's a nice buck. He's probably about 80 yards down here. He's with those does right now. See which way he goes. He's a nice deer though.
Now we set up in this blind, and we saw a couple of does, a couple of bucks from a distance. Really nothing we could do about it. This one buck was a really nice shooter, but he was going away from us. Nothing we could do but sit there and watch him fade over the hill.
Alright, just got out of that box blind. We've seen quite a few deer this morning, quite a few does, one nice buck. But it's lunchtime. I'm going in and get something to eat, and we'll head back out for an afternoon hunt. So we're back out here this afternoon. We're sitting up in a good stand location. It's beautiful. We're overlooking this big grassy field. It's about 2:30 right now, and it's still cold. It's ice cold, and the wind's kicking. But sit tight and see if anything comes in. It's a nice stand. He's small though. He's young. It's a good sign. At least these bucks are moving in this area.
Now, we've been sitting in this field for quite some time. We had a couple nice small bucks come feed out on the edge of this field was in, which is this grass field. They love to come out in this in the afternoon. So we saw a couple small bucks underneath us, and we set it there for a couple hours.
Listen, do not go away. We will be right back. Stay put.
This portion of Monster Trophy Whitetails is brought to you by Bodyguard. Diatom scent suppression is the real deal. Dylan Blinds. Your hunt for quality is over. drsteger.net. World leader in naturopathy. Modern Web Studios. Web design, hosting, and graphic design. Firefly. Hunt the win with Firefly. TNT Archery. Change the way you hunt. Whitetail Magic. We grow bigger bucks. X Factor Outdoor Products. Be dead silent. Herd Guard. Attract and hold deer in your area. This portion of Monster Trophy Whitetails is brought to you by Mossback Game Calls, the last thing they'll ever hear. Phaser, the ultimate choice in DVR recording eyewear. Lone Wolf, your silent partner. Keys, cutting edge hunting packs and camo. Superlight boots, don't sweat it because you shouldn't have to. Paracord, the paracord specialist. TrueFire, products more archers trust. Tree Spider harnesses, the new world of tree stand safety. Herd Guard, attract and hold deer in your area.
Okay, for this week's nutrition tip of the week, we're going to talk a little about leg cramping, occasional nighttime leg cramping, or RLS, restless leg syndrome. There's a lot of people in this country suffer from that. Now, I've invented a product called Pro RLS. You can simply take 3 of these a day. This will help you with that occasional nighttime cramping or restless syndrome that you may have. If you have restless leg syndrome, simply want to take these 3 times a day. However, the bottom line behind that is you have a nutritional deficiency. If you call our office, we can send you a test kit, do a vitamin, mineral, amino acid test profile on you, find out what your real nutritional problems are. And we can custom build you a program or a nutritional supplement from my factory to help you get well totally. Remember, Pro RLS is a start. If you get started with these, 3 of these a day will help you get on the right track. And sometimes that's all you ever need. But if you need more, we can take it to the next level and get you straightened out totally. Now, back to the show. Now, we've been sitting there for a couple hours and always saw a couple small bucks. And out of the corner of our eye, Brandy looked off to the left and she looked down this ridge line and saw this buck and she said, "Oh my God, this is definitely a shooter buck. We hope that he keeps coming this way so we can get on it."
Look at it. You on it?
Got him.
I'm on him.
Can I hit that front shoulder? Did you get that?
Yeah, you got it. Good shot. He ain't going far.
And this smoking buck just came out the timber there. We knew they'd been feeding down through here. This big field, and he come out, and he's got this pretty basket rack, and he might have been the same one we seen the other morning over there. And I hit that front shoulder just now, and he's headed up towards that timber line.
What a smoking buck. Congratulations, Brandy. I tell you, that was a great buck. Great shot. This buck ran right over the ridge. He didn't go but 110 yards, dropped right off in the ravine. We waited about 45 minutes. Now it was time to go get him.
There he is. Come on. Look at this buck, boys. When I shot him, that was attached. It must have Their horns are starting to get soft now. I guess when he hit the ground, it broke off on him. But look at that. He's got split G3 and G4s on this side. He's got a split brow on this right side. He's got a little kicker off his G3 over here on his left. Man, he is a pretty deer though.
Well, we're up here for Monster Trophy Whitetails TV hunting this week with my co-host, Brandy Anderson. It's her turn up. She's muzzleloading hunting. And look at this smoking buck she got. We're up here at Backcountry Outfitters in Millersburg, Ohio with Wayne and Jay Yoder. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're interested in hunting big, mature trophy whitetail deer, this is a prime example why we come up here and hunt, because they got the bucks. This is a great buck. Brandy, my hat's off to you, or my toboggan's off to you. Great shot. And we got out in this field today, and it's getting dark on us, but we had to wait about 45 minutes to come try to find this deer, because we like to let these deer go when you make a shot. She shot him right here in the shoulder, blew that shoulder out. He went straight over the hill and made it across this ravine, and this is where he's at. But ladies and gentlemen, if you're interested in hunting big, mature trophy whitetail deer, remember, Backcountry Outfitters is where it's at, up here in Millersburg, Ohio, with Wayne and Jay Yoder. Remember, if you're interested in booking a hunt, give them a call. The number's on the screen. Book your hunt today. I'm Dr. Jimmy Steer, Monster Trophy Whitetails TV.
And I'm Brandy Anderson.
And remember, keep hunting those big bucks. Hey, Jimmy, where you at? It's time to eat dinner. Where you at? There you are. What are you doing over there? Do what? What are you doing?
I'm in my blind. Hunting big bucks. Got him. Let's go get him.
What'd you shoot?
A deer.
A big deer? Big whitetail?
Drop time.
Oh, drop time. I hear you, buddy.